things weren't always this way. She grew up on Oak Avenue with her parents, a brother, and two sisters. She married a man named Alan when she was 20 years old and had 4 children. They lived in a 3-flat with his parents and sister, and then they bought their first home. She became a widow at 33 after her husband became suddenly ill and never remarried. She moved her children out of the city and bought her own house on Park Avenue. She raised 4 kids by herself and worked 2 jobs to support her family. Her children always came first. She made all of her children special clothes, and they always made them feel important. She was there for doctor's appointments and hospital visits. Even on a tight budget, dining out on Fridays was an important treat, and she planned special road trips to take her children on vacations. She was an active member of her local church, and she was a part of the fellowship and fought to keep the church alive for many years. She became a grandmother of 7. She had a pool in her backyard for her family to share. She made each one of us countless amounts of clothes and would have us try them on in the process, pins intact. We would always match. She took us to the zoo and would host sleepovers for each of the big events. She always made cinnamon rolls for breakfast. She taught each one of us to sew through tiny projects. She was always so excited and never pushed us if we made a mistake or wanted to do something else. She ran her church bazaar. She loved going to the smallest local restaurants. She quilted each member of her family a special quilt. Christmas and birthday presents were always something homemade. She made clothes, dolls and clothes, flags, table runners, tree skirts, wall hangings, and curtains. She sewed, quilted, tailored, embroidered, smocked, and knitted. She took care of her parents until they passed. She continued her parents' tradition and gave each one of us an ornament each year for Christmas. She taught quilting classes and donated most of her projects. Her house was always cluttered with projects, and material filled her rooms. She was diagnosed with Alzheimer's 4 years ago. She was a daughter, a sister, a best friend, a wife, a mother, a grandmother, a great-grandmother, a teacher. She kept our family together. She now has a new room and a new home. She is different now and doesn't remember all of this, but we do, and she will always be that person to all of us.